A festive crowd ready for football as we join you from the German capital of Berlin.
Germany with Wi-Fi is now live. Streaming Madden NFL 26, Madden 26 Falcons vs Colts.
It's Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Michael Badgley will be the first to get this one going. And off we go from the German capital. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
Yeah, probably the biggest surprise of the 2024 draft was the Falcons making Michael Penix Jr. the 8th overall pick. Because remember, only a few months earlier, Mike, the big news, they signed Kirk Cousins to the big free agent contract, and then they turn around and they draft the future. So going into this year, there is no question. Michael Penix Jr. is the face. He's the future of that Falcons organization. And in their mind, they think this year they're in a position to compete, and they want to compete now.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He keeps it himself, showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On second down, Penix. That one taken in by London. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Space to run inside the 20. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. That one's good for 29.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Now Penix to throw on second down. He'll step up and run, and he'll get down and avoid the hit. Gain about 7, setting up third down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Penix on third down. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
Zane Gonzalez on to try the field goal. That one is good. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this. with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Bradley Pinion
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Ashton Doolin now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
You know, how often do we see guys in the league, Mike, that are former first-round picks? They get significant starting time with their original franchise, and then there's a change of address, right? They got to go play for a new team and start a new chapter of their career. Some guys take it and run with it, and some guys we never hear from again. I have a funny feeling this situation he's walking into in Indianapolis, I think, is a really good one for NFL quarterbacks. I think he has some pieces around him, and I think people don't appreciate the kind of athlete and the skill set that Daniel Jones has.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Jones. 13 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Colts first down.
13 yards on the play. And the Colts first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
He'll get this quickly to Warren on the RPO. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4. That's out quickly to Pittman. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far.
Second down.
And it draws the flag. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Jones to the air again. It is brought in the end zone. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Here's Michael Badgley for the point after. His kick is good. And the Colts move out to a 7-3 lead.
Colts 7, Falcons 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion the slot man right. On play action, Penix. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, Atlanta.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
We'll go play action now with Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and He put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? From the gun, it's Penix. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive. And come
that one, take it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Falcons are on top. It's now 10-7.
Colts 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Jones. A short pass taken in by Warren. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 21 on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
At the 46-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That one complete to Pierce. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter, as they've got it starting third down and 2. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Jones. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Kenny Moore there to make the play.
Brings up second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's second down and 9. They'll go again with Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the gun, here is Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the on that pass play. It's good for a Falcon first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On first down, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
The ball carrier, Kenny Moore, brought him down. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a designed run. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Some pretty good speed coming off the line there, and it helped him disrupt that draw. Well, I don't even think disrupting is the right word. He flat out stopped the draw, handing them a loss.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Back to throw. Here's Penix. To the right. That's Penix. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Doolin. Now an opening past the 30. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Jones now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss. 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Jones. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. It's a gain of 19 in the air. That's good for a Colts first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here's Taylor. He left That first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
At the 21-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Second and 1 now from the 21. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Jones looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll try and get there on the ground.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
2nd down, they need 7. Working from the gun, it's and he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. The rookie from Georgia, Jalen Walker, in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. And they are all over him yet again. Hill goes down once more. That is Leonard Floyd, the veteran who got to the quarterback.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
In comes Michael Badgley for this field goal try. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And the Colts will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Agnew on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Penix.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4. To throw is Penix. We'll get this to Pitts once more. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Panics now off the bootleg. He's got his tight end, Pretoriano. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. It's a gain of 34.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Passes pass. Complete to Charlie Werner. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he's into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Gonzalez now for the point after.
Extra point.
It's up and through. And the Falcons add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. a design run with Jones. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
This is an area of Daniel Jones' game, Mike, that I think people often overlook. He is sneaky fast, and when he gets out into open space, very rarely can anybody catch him.
Throwing on first down is Jones. To the left side and taken in by Downs. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Shotgun now for Jones. That one into the hands of Downs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the gun, it's Jones. They go right back to Downs. He's got it again. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
On 1st and 10, here's Jones. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw is Jones. This one caught at the floor. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
First down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
In comes Michael Badgley for this field goal drop. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts are able to get it back within a score.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And the lefty panics on 1st down. That's to Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Play action now. It's Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's Pierce in motion. Jones to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this out wide. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 53
A big
yards.
play and a much-needed one as well. 53 yards.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with him and take that play away.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throwing, Jones. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And he'll take this one in. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Colts.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Badgley now to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Agnew on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Try the right side with Robinson. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. DeForest Buckner brings him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Another run here for Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
On 3rd down, Penix. Headed left, buying time.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Back deep, Anthony Gould. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Colts offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now, Jones. Over the middle, he's got Warren. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Jones keeping this one. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 31 yards.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
He'll take off again. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On the give, this is Taylor. Colts have a first and goal forthcoming. Takes this down to the 5-yard line.
14 yards.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Here's Badgley for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts will go up by 7.
Makes the score Colts 27, Falcons 20.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Agnew on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Bijan. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And a Falcon first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Zaire Franklin that time. There for the tackle. From the 43, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here is Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down, Atlanta.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
It's
a gain of 17 yards. First down, Atlanta.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so It's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Good throw, taken by Pitts.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
3rd and 6. Again, it's Penix. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at it, engaging where the marker is, and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
They'll run with Robinson, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Penix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more, and he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. This will be a short pickup to about the 30. Caden Ellis in on that stop.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 7 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. 14 on the pickup. That's good for a Colts first down.
14 yards. And the Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And this will be incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. He'll get that one to Taylor. Complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Jones to the air again. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Indianapolis.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get their man, and it's no gain.
It's 3rd down and 6.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision, and that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard
So here's a
line.
play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Shotgun now for Jones. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. Incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A 32-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Colts add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Agnew on the return. he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 1. Quick throw in the RPO, and he gets it to Mooney. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
2 yards.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got his target. That's Pitts. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Penix on 3rd down. Open man, he's got Agnew. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
BestViewerStreamBoo.com. Remove the space. Edit 203
brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On the give, it's Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. Will be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. On the return is Gould. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They'll go again here with Taylor. Theomatic only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
The 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw, it's Jones. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Penix. Forced out wide. He's going to tuck it and go. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
36-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And a Falcon 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back 1st downs.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
The tackle made back at
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Trying the left side, here's Robinson. And he's going to be swallowed up again. That Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
On the play.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last two plays are a great example why.
Now Penix on third and long. Over the middle, that's his tight end pitch. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get fourth and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They picked it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
First down, Atlanta.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. Fourth down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
The track into the hands of Mooney. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. Penix now going to keep it on the zone read. And he will get into the end zone. Michael Penix. Touchdown Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Leonard Floyd in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Jones going to hang on to it here, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up 4th down.
A gain of 3.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
The Colts about set to punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Penix now off the bootleg. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down, can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
Left side in the hands of London. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a first down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock. Let's see if your kicker could be a hero.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
To throw again, it's Penix. There's that man again. Another catch. Now a timeout. Atlanta. That's their first. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Now, a big third down. Penix going to throw again. He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
First down.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
On the zone read, this is Penix. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike, and to cap it off, it's a simple read option. But for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball, and by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open field and on his way for 6.
Al Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Falcons will go up by 7.
Makes the score Falcons 37, Colts 30.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Michael Pittman making his way back out there along with the rest of the Colts offense. Here is 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Jones. Taking off. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. Throwing now is Jones. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. So it's a win here for the Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd loved it. Not ready to go home just yet. What a night. As we say, so long from Berlin.